I don't know about you guys, but this is my first bear market. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, you're in the same kind of situation and you're on the same boat as me. And this might be your first bear market as well. So for both of us, I want to see what kind of information we could expect in the next following months. If you like this kind of content, make sure to stick around till the end of the video because I was able to dig up some pretty significant information. All right, guys, so let's get started in today's video. One of the main reasons why I'm making this video specifically is because when I first got into cryptocurrency, I wish I would have had some kind of indication as to what the hell I was doing, right? When I first got in, I was initially introduced to cryptocurrency from different YouTubers, and I was reading a bunch of articles online to see what kind of things could I expect when I invest in cryptocurrency. And the idea of digital projects, digital protocols just intrigued me. Digital currency intrigued me. So I wanted to invest my money. So when I first got involved in cryptocurrency, it was right around when Bitcoin had come down from its $60,000 or $63,000 high all the way down before hitting that other leg up to $69,000. Right? So it was right around the time where every single blue chip, every single altcoin, every single project you could put your money in would explode the next week or 2 or 3. That didn't last too long, right? So I didn't really have enough time to do my research. Cryptocurrency was my first ever type of investment. I haven't done investment in stocks before. So for me, this is all brand new information for me back in the day. So what I decided to do is start a YouTube channel and start documenting my journey. So enough rambling. All this to say is the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to start giving you guys information that I wish I knew when I first got into cryptocurrency, because I feel like we are going to be in this bear market for another few months. And for a lot of people that might be joining cryptocurrency in the next few months, these videos might be helpful to get you started. So I will be covering a lot of this kind of content in the next few months, but I will focus mainly on the education aspect of cryptocurrency. So everything that has to do with exchanges, creating LPs, setting up hardware wallets, setting up cold storage, hot storage, a bunch of this stuff that you guys, I believe, are going to benefit from in the long run. All right, guys, so if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow along. So I do have a playlist that I started recently that's called Crypto Education. And on that playlist, I'm going to be filling it up with a bunch of content that's going to be related to a lot of cryptocurrencies and a lot of things that are related to what to invest in, how to invest in things, and so on and so forth. Cryptocurrency is a brand new asset class that has recently been introduced since the launch of Bitcoin in 2009. So it's been 14 years now. I think yesterday was 14 years since the introduction of Bitcoin. So it's still a brand new asset class that is not very well recognized. And if you guys don't know, there's about 5% of the world that's currently invested in cryptocurrencies. So it's an emerging market. And obviously, we are going to be super volatile, especially in the first few years. So right now, everything that is seen on the crypto charts is almost identical to what is being represented on the stocks charts in regular forex trading. And the reason for that is because a lot of the traders are used to investing in stocks long term and for years now. So they're just more familiar to that. So they look at the cryptocurrency charts like they would look at the stocks charts. So what I have over here is a chart that represents what the S&P 500, which is one of the biggest stocks in the world, that represents the 500 most popular companies in the United States. So as we can see, from the beginning of 2022, the stock went down 12%, then it went back up 11%, and then it went back down, and then up, and then down, and then up, and then down, with an average of about 21% down from the beginning of the year till now. Okay, so it looks like not only is the crypto market down, but the stocks market has been down as well. Everything from the pandemic to the inflation to the government just printing money like there's no tomorrow. Since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, everything has been very, very bad in the crypto market and in the trading market. So we can see these kind of volatile ups and downs. Now, as we can see on this chart, this is every single bear market since the World War II. Okay, so we can see that from 1946 up until the 2020 crash, the beginning of this bear market, every single one of the bear market has been very different in duration, right? We can see the first one was around a 26% decline, and that was 133 days, all the way to, for example, 1973 to 1974. This one was 630 days. This one was in 1980. This one was 622 days. And then this one was the most brutal bear market. The one from 2000, it was 49% decline, but it was 929 days. So what we can learn from this chart is that every single one of the bear markets differs from the other, right? You can never really guess when the bear market will end. You can never really guess when the bear market will start. And right now we can see that the average decline is about 32%. And if you remember what we said in a few minutes ago, the S&P 500 is around 21% down. So could this mean anything to us? Not really, because we can never guess when that bear market will arrive at its bottom, right? Even Warren Buffett, one of the most famous traders in the world and most famous investors in the world, doesn't know exactly when the bottom will be and doesn't know when the bull market is going to be. But there is a significant strategy that a lot of these investors do that is beneficial for them in the long run, right? Because what we are doing here is investing in our future. We're investing in the long run, and we're not here for a quick flip overnight. Now, what can we learn from this? What we can learn is that, first of all, you can never time the bottom and you can never time the top, because you could be over here minding your own business, buying Bitcoin at 6,000, and the next thing you know, it just catapults all the way to 63,000, right? And you never know when that could happen. Now, when I personally got invested was around this area here, and that's why I wanted to show you guys. I got started in cryptocurrency right over here. And the reason why I got invested here is because I started seeing a lot of articles, a lot of YouTube videos. Everybody started talking about cryptocurrency. It became so popular that I got so intrigued and I decided to get invested, right? So if you guys see what happened is that I invested around this area here, but I barely had enough time to get information before we saw another leg up. And over here around November 11th is when we saw the peak around 64,000, but I think it was higher than that. I'm not sure. I believed it was 69, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it is 64. But then since then, we've only been going down ever since, right? Now, this could be an opportunity of a lifetime. We could still be going down for multiple more months. But the way that I like to think is that we're investing in an emerging market for the long run. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if I'm investing $100 today, that's going to be worth $60 next week because the market keeps going down another 10% or 20% or 40%, whatever, then I shouldn't worry about it too much because I'm not planning on selling it next week. Why? Because what I'm using to invest in this very emerging volatile market is risk capital. Okay, so this is a term that everybody needs to be familiar with. Risk capital is essentially what you're investing that you're willing to lose for the next 6 months. You're not planning on using it for the next 6 months, right? So I'm investing a bit of money and it's going to keep going down. But when the time comes, this is the kind of move that I'm expecting to happen in the next few years. And based on the current cycles of Bitcoin, it looks like it's right after the halving, which is going to be in 2024. Now, you might be wondering, what is the Bitcoin halving? A block halving is a process of reducing the rate at which new cryptocurrency units are generated. Specifically, it refers to the periodical halving events that decrease a block reward provided to miners. So how does this really work? So this chart shows us exactly how many Bitcoin halvings there are going to be, right? So there's only going to be 32 Bitcoin halvings, okay? And the more we keep going forward, the higher the block height and the less rewards that are going to be emitted at that point in time. As you guys can see over here, at the time of the first halving event, the price of Bitcoin was $12.31. And at the time of the second halving event, the price of Bitcoin was $650. So a lot of people know, and a lot of people have tracked that every time there's a halving event, the price of Bitcoin catapults. And because Bitcoin is the most important and most known and the biggest cryptocurrency in the top 100 cryptocurrencies of the world, it drags everything else with it. All right. And as we can see over here, the next halving is going to be in 2024. Okay. So so based on that, because we are expecting a huge downturn in 2023, and because right now FTX and because SBF said he's not guilty to all the charges that were presented to him, I'm expecting that we're still going to see a $10,000 Bitcoin in 2023 before we see any kind of upside up. What should we do at this point in time, right? There has to be some kind of strategy that us investors want to be doing in a bear market to potentially help us in the long run. These are very important fundamental values that any investors use in a bear market and a bull market to make sure that you accumulate in a bear market and succeed and become wealthy in a bull market. So when you invest in anything, any project whatsoever, whether it's in the stocks market and forex trading, or it's in the cryptocurrency market, you have to invest in projects that you think are going to be here long term, right? So when the projects lose value and it seems as if they keep falling forever, it's our instinct to sell right away. And then when the price goes back up, we tend to put in money to hopefully, get some gains, but we are fearing that we're going to miss on those gains. So we put a lot of money when the price is high. That's a completely bad strategy. So you have to make sure to invest in the projects in a continuous way over the next few weeks, next few months, in a year, to make sure that you're investing thinking what's going to happen to the price in 2024. And you don't have to, and you can't sell them just because the price is fluctuating down. You have to make sure you think of the long-term strategy. You have to focus on quality over quantity, right? So you have to invest in the projects that are here, that have quality, that are outperforming the other projects that are dying off left, right, and center in a bear market because they can't sustain themselves. If you see a project, don't get emotionally attached. If the price is falling but you believe in the project, that's when you dollar cost average in that project. And you can't really catch the bottom. That's one of the famous sayings. Don't catch the bottom because it's always going to be a losing battle. You have to dollar cost average your position, as I said in the last point over there. So essentially, you have to buy because you want to own the business in the long run, and you're not investing in the short term because you're not going to be getting short-term gratification from that investment. Basically, when you dollar cost average, you invest a little bit of what you can every single week or every single month or every 2 months, depending on what your strategy is. But by doing this strategy, you might be losing 1 week, you might be winning the other week. But over the long run, most investors say that they are actually going to be benefiting from that investment in the long run. I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, make sure to like the video, comment down below with your wallet address, and subscribe to the channel. I will be doing frequent crypto videos like this. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. If you did, make sure to let me know down below. If there's anything you guys want to know more about, let me know as well. There are a few ideas that I have in mind that I want to make sure to build on in the next couple of weeks. So you guys are going to be seeing some new stuff from me. So hopefully this is something to your liking. Let me know what you guys think down below. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.